Buzzed.
Hey guys, how you doing? DJ Danzo,
Troublemaker, whoop whoop.
Cheerios 2.0.
How's everybody doing?
Okay, and we are talking about the movie It, Chapter 2.
It's supposed to end. But I feel
I
like
think it's gonna come
never
back.
over.
I think it's going to come back.
In the great words of my man Phil, it's never over, man. You know, they're going to keep milking that cow. That cash cow.
I think so. So yeah, we went to go see it. Wow.
Okay, I just want to say this.
He's seen it twice now.
Yo, for all you know, I've seen it 3 times.
This guy?
Anyways, so each time was a different experience. However, let me just say this: we spent a total of approximately maybe 6 hours in the same theater, because like It and Joker played in the same theater, watching movies about clowns.
We did.
Okay, and one similarity I can state about both of them
The
is
clowns
the
love to
head banging against the glass. Okay, and the glass cracking
And smashing.
Wow.
Clowns, you must really have some hard heads.
Okay, so this review is about It Chapter 2. Okay, so it starts off with them like being kids around like the you know, basically cutting themselves, making a blood pact to come back if it ever comes back.
It's basically a follow-up, yeah.
You know, and then it rolls into the carnival scene, which we're both like, yo, that's always relatable because we're always at a carnival. And so like the bullies of Derry end up like bullying these 2 guys that happen to be in a relationship, and just tossing the dude over the bridge. Like, that was crazy. And what really bothered me was the whole like the dude's got asthma, why are you fucking with his inhaler, right? That was very upsetting. So they tossed him over the bridge, and like Pennywise helps him out the water.
Yeah.
You know, and then like his boyfriend sees him get eaten alive
By Pennywise.
Ooh, man, that's
And that was only the intro.
That was a good opening scene.
Anyways, so really when it comes down to it,
Yeah.
I was expecting a really good movie.
Okay.
Because I saw the preview for it and I was like, I am so excited to see this movie.
Yeah.
And I got more than what I was fucking expecting. Like, legitimately, I got way more than what I was expecting out of that movie. I was like, okay, I'm expecting a cool video that's like clowns and, you know, because I saw the first one. But, dude, they outdid themselves so well on that movie. They outdid themselves. Like, it was just that good.
And the budget for the special effects.
Yeah.
Was just nutty.
Nutty. Wow, that's cheesy. No.
You know what, though? Okay. So, it ends. It has a few, like, this entire year almost correlates with each other. Like, the beginning of It also has the message of come home, come home, come home, which brings me back to movies like Spider-Man Homecoming, come home. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that plays on playing the title. It ends fucking Avengers Endgame. You know what I mean? Like, everything ended and came home this year.
Yes, it
The
did.
theme of Hollywood. It's so strange. Oh, yeah. We just saw some guy, I guess, playing Pokemon Go outside. Anyways, so this movie is a trip. Every 5 to 10 minutes, like, another special effect, trippy, scary, spooky, in your face.
It was cool, man.
Scene is happening.
It turned into a fucking giant spider.
Yeah. Okay, so you were mentioning this to me. So I was watching someone else's review here on the YouTube about before It 2 even came out.
Yeah.
And they said that Pennywise is really like an entity from like a dimension that has something to do with like a giant turtle or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that's why that turtle popped up twice in It 1 and so sorry, it popped up in It Part 1 and then in Part 2 when the guy goes back to the school. I forget his name right now, but he was the chubby kid. Then he lost all the weight. Then he went back to the school. And he walked in the classroom and had his reminiscence of running with Pennywise.
Yep.
That turtle pops up again, and in It Chapter 1, when all the kids were playing in the in that like freaking gorge. When they were all playing in there, swimming around, the turtle reference comes up again. Oh, I think I see something in the water. Oh, that's just turtle eggs or something like that. You know, so like the turtle was planting itself in the story, in the movie, and whatever. So, thanks, Daniel. Thanks. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know how? You know what? When you happen to fart, the number one rule: roll down the windows.
I did.
And it sucks if you're in a car
With the heat on.
that you cannot. When one of the windows is broken, you can't roll it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to
Back
this,
to the
though,
movie.
Going back to this.
Drop the ball.
So yeah, every like 5 to 10 minutes, another like crazy trip scene was happening, which kept the movie entertaining. It did a lot of flashbacks to part one, and it showed us scenes and like other Pennywise hauntings that the kids went through that was not showcased in part one, which is pretty cool as well. And so in part two, though, speaking of kids, there's this little kid that lived in the same house as like Georgie and his brother.
Yeah.
And he now lives there. And this poor kid got traumatized throughout
times,
the
like,
whole film. So,
people screaming at him the whole time.
yeah, so like at the Chinese restaurant, like he was telling the one dude like a line from his act, and that guy was tripping out because he thought it was like a Pennywise trick, so he's like yelling and grabbing the kid, "I'm not fucking scared of you!" Rah, 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 rah. And then the kid's like, "Dude, I'm
That was a
fan."
line from your comedy. What the fuck's wrong with you? Anyways,
and then like he's on the block, and he admits, you know, that he hears like children's voices and like a clown voice.
so
coming
overall,
through the pipes.
overall for action, what would you give it?
For action?
Yeah.
Yo, okay, so there's a lot of like fighting action sequence in the film.
What about drama? I'm gonna break it down like that. So out of
I guess action deserves like a 3.5 out of 5.
and then drama. There was some serious drama in that movie.
Yeah, there's a good twist. Like everything was very dramatic. Like Bev leaving her husband.
The
you
fight
know.
scenes, all that. And then
So like the drama should get like a 4 out of 5.
what about romantic scenes?
2.5?
2.5?
Because like they kept trying to go to this romance stuff, but really it was like shortcoming a lot.
yeah, it was just
The
romantic.
comedy deserves a 5 out of 5 because it just kept rolling. Doesn't matter when. Like the dude was dying, he's like, I
So-
fucked your mom.
Oh, your mom.
The comedy is
Oh,
gold.
remember the last time we played the mom joke?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, we got kicked out of somebody's house. Shit
That's
happens.
literally how life goes.
Ah, your mom. Ooh, shit. Anyways, so out of everything,
Yeah.
what do you rate the movie? Because you've already given everything like its rating individually. Now, what do you give the whole movie as a whole?
4.5 out of 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite scenes?
Some of my favorite scenes. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think. There was so much that I had to ingest in that movie. I think some of my favorite scenes was like when they were in the Hall of Mirrors.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes.
That's when that little kid dies.
Yeah, I know, it's so
Gets
sad, but
eaten
it's
alive.
And then the other one I really liked was when the grown adult, Georgie's brother, was when he was riding his bike as an adult, and he got Georgie's boat back. Because I was like, what the fuck is he doing? You should know better. You saw the first movie. Like, in the first movie, they end the movie by killing Georgie. Because they were like, that's not really Georgie. And then in the next one, he's like, oh, Georgie, are you really alive? Oh my God. And he's reaching into the drain where he died, where he got eaten alive. But it was still a funny scene.
I turned to him and I'm like, this scene's really triggering.
It doesn't make sense.
Because, like,
It's the only scene that did not make any sense.
you are selfishly hoping for something that you know is not there. Like, if you grew up 27 years later, of course your brother would have too if he happens to still be alive in the sewers eating sewer rats or something. I'm telling you, he, like, come on, man. Come on. Like, that was one triggering scene, but that, like, I wish there was, like, a more realistic way to get that boat back. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So those are my favorite scenes.
Okay. Yo, so like my favorite scenes would be when Beverly was in the washroom stall when it was being flooded
Oh,
with
with all the
blood.
blood and everything. Yeah.
And
that
so
was-
like the one punchline that gets me the most is "Here's Johnny," straight out of The Shining. Yo, and then when I'm pretty sure that's Stephen King in the antique store selling the bike. Like that was gold. That was solid, you know, and he's talking about you're the big author and all that. It's got to be Stephen King. Like I'm almost certain it's Stephen King. Makes so much sense if it is.
All right, you guys. Well, that's our view on the movie.
It's a good movie.
It is. Go see it. Don't waste time.
You know what? I will tell you though, in my opinion, It Chapter 2 is more funnier than scarier. It Chapter 1 was darker and eerier.
Now, I will tell you, all of you, before we end this video, go watch the original one. Go watch the original It. It doesn't compare. The first one's always better than the new ones, but this is like Hollywood's new spin-off version of it. And I dig it because it's like new generation It, but the original one is so much more scary, I think.
You heard it here first, yo. I'm gonna have to rewatch the first one because when I watched the first one, I accidentally watched it backwards because it came on 2 discs and I didn't know which one was disc 1 and disc 2. Like, yeah, kind of. But yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, that's it, guys.
Peace.
Peace out.